Hey, hey, friends. Evelyn Triple here, and I am so excited because in just a few days, we are going to kick off the Swap the Waste, Fuel the Change challenge. And I am super excited, you guys. Okay, so I am trying to make sure that this is actually going live in the right group today. Hopefully. Okay. And that it's actually happening. So we shall see. Okay. All right. So we'll see. It looks like it's happening in like one group. Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, so here is the thing. Okay. We are going to kick it off on the 15th, which is this Monday. And for 5 days, we're going to be going all in together, on these simple shifts that we're going to be taking together. And it's basically going to help you to detox your mind, your body, and your home. So if you are already you're part of our team and you're joining in, you're just like, okay, is this for me? It is for you. Okay. And if you've been a part of this community for quite some time, you kind of see that I've just always expanded and always bringing in something new. And all the bottom line is having healthy homes. But I've also come to realize that it's not just about the products and not just about the home. While we love creating a peaceful home, like it is so important because and when we declutter, it's going to be able to give us clarity in our mind. We're not going to have a cluttered mind, like overwhelmed mind does nothing, right? And then we're going to perform at a higher level. We're going to be more creative and just be able to do more and accomplish more. But it's also about the body. What I've noticed is you can take care of your home, but if we don't align our body as well, then what ends up happening is we put our body and our health in the back burner, and before you know it, we're here with like um, perimenopausal symptoms, and we look down and we're just like, oh my goodness, like where did all this come from? Where did these pains come from? And you find yourself just like hurting. And so anyway, you're just like, okay, I really need to take care of my health, right? So we're going to be doing that. And then there's the mind. And, if we think of toxics in our homes, like, ooh, right? Well, we don't want them in our mind either, because that's just not going to serve us. And that's not going to help us move forward or take any sort of action. So we're going to be doing all of that, but without the overwhelm. We're not going to be adding on more. This challenge, in fact, is one of my favorites because I feel like you see transformation like right away. So there is daily things that you want to work on. The first thing is you definitely want to get yourself registered so you can get the workbook. The workbook is going to help you take those daily actions. And the daily action is really a journal prompt, okay? Because it helps you to start thinking and going there in the areas that you might not have paid attention to for years, perhaps, right? Definitely not in the last few months. And so it might not feel comfortable, but again, that's what's going to help you bring transformation like right away. If you do those things, I promise you're going to see change. And so day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 each have a specific section that we work on and we try to align. And I'm super excited, you guys. Okay, so there is going to be a daily focus. We're going to zero in on just one area each day where you can swap the waste for fuel in your life. Okay, whether it's in your body, your mind, your home. Okay. Your ministry, your workplace, and then we're going to wrap it up at the end with like, how in the world can all of this come out to any sort of good? All right. And so that's the beauty of it. Okay. So I'm going to be giving you some practical faith rooted tools as well. Okay. So don't rule it out just because it might not necessarily be something that you're comfortable with. Don't rule it out. Just be open to it and to consider it and say, okay, what do I want to adapt? What do I don't want to adapt? Right? Okay, these are things that you're going to be able to use right away, and just see the results right away. Okay, then there's some quick daily actions, of course, because this isn't just learning more. It's about actually implementation and making those changes in your life, right? And taking the steps forward. So it's about taking the next step. Obviously, we're going to have some encouragement, some accountability, community, and as a matter of fact, I do a leaderboard because I want you to see visual for those visual learners. Like you want to see where you're at, and some prizes at the end, which help you like stay motivated to and then you see yourself like climbing up the leaderboard, and you're like, oh my goodness, okay, what do I need to do? Right? Tell me. So that's the encouragement that we get behind it. It's healthy competition actually moves us, which is nice. And I'll be on doing some live coaching as well here and there. And then just be some space to reflect and to reset and just realign. And that's what's so exciting, because at the end of the day, we are going to align ourselves. And if you are a woman of faith, it's going to mean that you realign with Jesus at the center. And honestly, that's like the number one key, right? But don't rule it out if it's not. If you're like slightly curious, come on board. Like, let's do this together, okay? All right. So if you show up, you're going to see the results like right away. I promise you. And okay, so prizes, and then I'll tell you how to get on their leaderboard and who is already on the leaderboard. Okay, because we do have some people already on the leaderboard. Super exciting. Okay, so the number one prize is the set of the 30-day supply of the bioactive peptides. These are the ones that I have been taking since October of 2024. It's where the Lord led me to in my personal journey. It doesn't necessarily have to be your journey, but it was in my journey where I wanted to start taking some actions that I would actually fuel my body the natural way, and not with things that would more medicine, um, more stuff that would just not work with my body. So I did a lot of research, and bioactive peptides was something that the Lord led me to. And I was like, wow, this supports my body from the inside out. And when I do those activities, when I fuel my body with the right foods, and when I fuel my body with, weightlifting and even, some movement, right, throughout the week, what these does is it signals my body that, hey, Evelyn is doing this thing. We need to join her, and we need to actually, through AI generation, which is so cool, it specifically says, hey, go work on this specific area because she's already doing that. So let's support Evelyn. That's what the bioactive peptides do. They're AI generated. It is amazing how they work. I love it. If you've been noticing my socials and you've been noticing like, oh my goodness, Evelyn is building some muscle. Look at that. Well, guess what? I've been doing the work. I've been weightlifting, but the bioactive peptides have signaled my body to specifically build lean muscle because Evelyn is doing the work. So that is how they work. Okay. These specific ones that are in this prize are signaling your body to do a couple things. It signals your body to not have food cravings all the time, right? And then it also signals your body specifically to start breaking down those visceral fats that are within the belly area. Okay, so that is pretty specific, you guys. And how they work, I could tell you all about it. But for right now, you just need to know what it functions, what you're getting out of it, 30-day supply, and that it is the number one prize. So I will tell you how to get into that leaderboard so that you can see your progress throughout. Okay. Comment swap if you're like totally excited to do this. Like, this is going to be epic. Okay. All right. Okay. The other prize, number two winner, is actually going to get a presentation from my 15-year-old son, Josiah. You guys, he is amazing. I have loved to seen him, have him, like, I've seen him develop, and he is just stepping into leadership already. And he came to me one time and he was like, hey, one day he was like, Mom, I really would like to start earning money so that I can put it towards my car, like start saving towards, this car. And I just thought, wow, that is so awesome. And so, after a few days, and I was praying through that, and he's been looking at different things. He's been already working though the summer, and he did some landscaping work as well, and worked at the State Farm agent office. And I mean, he's just been, doing his thing. Oh, he's been selling on the side as well. Just he's just so creative. But one thing that I noticed at the Guatemala missions trip was like how he was developing these presentation skills. So I told him, hey, buddy, if you're up for it, I'm constantly doing Norwex presentations. So if you'd love, I can pay you to come do these Norwex presentations with me. So you actually win this. It could be in person or online. Okay. But you would actually be watching him. So this is a great opportunity for you to bring in your kids and family members who might be not on board. Hear it from a 15-year-old boy on top of that. Okay. Very masculine. Um, he weight lifts as well. I mean, just like it is amazing to watch him do this. Okay. So it is so good. It is that good. So he's number 1, 2 prize on that. You would get that. Awesome. Okay. And then number 3 prize would be a one-on-one strategy coaching call with me. This is where I help you create your own personal plan. I work through some questions that help you think, and whatever worked for you before, you're going to bring it back, and you're going to figure out how to adapt it now in this phase of life that you're in. And then the steps that you need will help you, with the steps that you need to move forward again. It is amazing call. You're going to feel so empowered by the end of it. Okay. Honestly, this alone could be the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. So I am super excited about that. Okay. So drop the word swap in the comments if you're ready to join us. Workbook. If you have not gotten the workbook yet, you want to get registered. I will send you the link to get that workbook, and then you want to get it printed out and work through it. If you don't have a printer, you can just use a notebook, but just find that on, get the electronic page, because you're going to want that to work through it. Okay. Through the task. Okay. All right. So let me share with you, who's on the leaderboard so far is Artie's Cook, Martha, Stephanie, and Lori Lee. Okay, you guys are all on the board already. You have 20 points, and you're like, how did I get 20 points? Well, you registered. So there you go, you girls. You're welcome. You're on there, but you're going to see these points like climbing super, super fast just by attending the live every single day. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. You're obviously getting registered. Printing out your workbook is going to give you an additional 10 points. Attending the live. Okay. So doing the daily task is going to give you 10 days for each daily task. So 50 total. Posting your completed task is going to give you 30 points for each day. So for 5 days, that gives you a total of 150 points that you can rack up just with this alone. Okay. If you post a testimonial in the group, you get 30 points. And then if you post on your stories and you tag me, it's 10 points every single day. So you could do that 5 days, and that's 50 points total. 30 points bonus if you post a testimonial on your stories as well. So just by posting a selfie gets you that. But if you actually post your testimonial here in the group, and then you take a picture of it and you put it on your stories and tag me so that I know and I can give you the points. I will be updating these points every single day by 10 a.m. Eastern time before I go live. So it's 11 o'clock every single day. I'll pop on live. I'm actually going to put, let's see, I'm actually going to put a bonus 50 points. Okay, I'm going to do this now for attending live. So each day, okay, each day. So this is each day. So that gets you 50 times 5. That's a total of let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 250 points. Awesome, right? Okay, that will get you that like so you rack up 50 points super fast. All these points you rack up real fast, okay? All right, so super excited for this. I cannot wait, you guys. Invite a friend to do this with you. Transformation is always better. So let me move this. Transformation is just always better when you do this with somebody by your side. So again, we're going to kick it off on Monday, September 15th, and I don't want you to miss the chance to start swapping out the waste for real fuel in your body and your mind and your home, because this is where we start just taking these small steps that actually turn into huge transformations. So who's ready? All right, drop swap below and let's go. Bye.